Mr. Jaishankar, welcome back to Washington, D.C. and thank you so much for talking to ANI. If we talk about your visit here in D.C., lots of nuts and bolts, give us some details about what your meetings look like here.
Well, the main reason I came was that there was a critical minerals ministerial which was convened by Secretary of State Marco Rubio. There were a number of countries, I think about 50 odd countries which were here. So that meeting took place today. In fact, it's still going on. I took a break from that. That was the principal reason. It was a very good discussion. Critical minerals is a very important subject. The US has been a partner for some years. Today they launched a new initiative called Forge, which we have supported. It's a kind of successor to the Mineral Security Partnership. So I think overall, to me it was a good meeting, very productive, very outcome-oriented, very business-like, and that was the core reason I came. But obviously, if you're coming to Washington, you do a lot of other things. So yesterday I did my bilaterals with Secretary Rubio. I also had a meeting with the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent. And today, because a number of other foreign ministers are here, there were a whole lot of pull-asides. Sort of you stand there like you and I are standing and sort of catch up with where the relationship is. So it's been a very useful 2 days.
Probably when you were en route to DC, the big announcement came in, the trade deal between...
Well, just as I had arrived, yeah.
Right. Talk to us about, the talks on the trade deal, were there discussions on that ever since the announcement was made?
Well, not directly with me, because that's being handled by Commerce and Industries Minister Piyush Goyalji. So what we have is... the Prime Minister and the President had their conversation. There were some announcements which came out of it. So thereafter, I think there's a detailing of the trade negotiations, which is sort of underway as we speak. So that's really where things are.
Right. Is there a timeline that we can expect anytime?
It's hard for me to say because I think the Commerce Minister would know that better because he is the person who's actually engaging USTR, Jimson Green on this matter.
Right. You did mention about your meeting with Secretary Rubio. Talk to us in detail about what you can share at this point, what those conversations were like.
Well, we did yesterday a fairly detailed review of our bilateral cooperation. So, it's natural when foreign ministers meet that you discuss what's the diplomatic agenda, also the calendar, what do we expect each one of us to do this year together. So a lot of our discussion was devoted to that, the bilateral side. But again, foreign ministers meet, we talk our business, it's Indo-Pacific, it was what was happening in West Asia, Middle East, Gaza, etc., Ukraine conflict. So there was a kind of a global review, also what was happening in the Western Hemisphere. So in a sense, we discussed the world, we discussed our relationship, and it was a very open, sort of forthcoming conversation. It normally is.
Thank you.